Okay, so recently I was saying to myself, and I thought to myself, well, why do I love the character of Endeavor so much, right? And if you don't know Endeavor, he's a character from My Hero Academia. He's one of the pro heroes and currently the number one hero in My Hero Academia. And I was thinking to myself, why do I love this character so much? And a lot of my friends actually probably question why I like him so much because they don't like him that much with a reason. Because, everything that he did to his kids and his wife, it really gives you a reason not to like him, right? So I thought, because of that, I'm gonna give my reasons why I love the character and don't hate him. Now, first, I'm gonna have to start this off by saying that there are, in fact, manga spoilers in this, so if you don't want to be spoiled by the manga, leave now or forever hold your peace. Okay, so one of the first sort of fragments of me starting to love the character of Endeavor was essentially once he got the title of number one hero, because really, in the way he got it, was not what he expected whatsoever, because Endeavor always wanted to achieve the title by strength and not just the title alone, because I don't think he ever really thought I'll get the title one day when All Might retires. Nobody probably thought that because it was All Might. Nobody really thought All Might was gonna retire. He was like the big guy. It's like nobody really thinks Superman is gonna retire one day because he's Superman. Now, because of that, because of the title getting rushed on him, he was questioning what it means to be number one, and in a sense, even questioning what it means to be a hero. Now, through this, we discover that he wants to be a hero that Shoto can look up to, which is exactly what he tells him. And that was, to me, I guess you could say one of the first parts, because it was just a good moment for his character to see that there was a little bit of redemption in Ken. Now, of course, he didn't forgive him immediately, but Shoto was getting there, and it seems like he really is going to forgive his dad one day. Next part of my love for Endeavor really comes with the hero rankings, and after that, when he ends up fighting the Hayanobu, because to me that was one of Endeavor's coolest moments when he said, "I'm not going to talk about what I'm gonna do, just watch me and you'll see what I'm going to do." That was a little cool moment for him that I loved a lot, and also you got to see his interactions with Hawks, who I'm not the biggest fan of. For those who read the manga, you might know I'm not the biggest fan of him. But anyway, we're not talking about Hawks. That's a video for another day. We're talking about Endeavor. Now, the fight with the Hayanobu. Probably the highlight of Season 4, in all honesty, was the fight with the Hayanobu. Now, to me, it was an amazing moment, not only for his character, to see him fighting seriously and not cocky like we sort of saw him fighting kind of cockily when it came to the Nobu's attack when Deku was fighting Stain. It just seemed kind of cocky when he was fighting them. Now, another thing for him was him and the Hayanobu sort of relating to each other, at least Endeavor related to the Hayanobu. He said, "You are me," because the Hayanobu just wanted power, just seeked power, which is exactly what Endeavor wanted up to this point. He just wanted power. He just wanted to be the strongest. Now, another cool thing that came out of this was getting to see his children react to him. His children reacting to him almost dying in battle, which to me I thought was really cool. Now, to me, it was especially interesting to get to see his son, the second oldest son, because I can't remember his name, his reaction to Endeavor almost dying, because Todoroki and his daughter, you get the sense of they'd be upset if their father died. But for him, I wasn't completely sure, and you also know why if you read the manga. Now, here is basically where the manga spoilers sort of come in for him, so if you haven't read the manga, get out of here if you did already get out by now. Now, in the manga, we know that he isn't too fond of Endeavor because he blames him for the death of Toya Todoroki, which in a sense you can definitely say that Endeavor is responsible for it. And because of that, I wasn't too sure on how he would feel about him, because you just get this sense that he does not like his father even more than Todoroki doesn't like him. One of the lines, well, I'm pretty sure he said, like, every night I had to listen to my brother ask me why he existed. Actually, no, Dobby said that. I think Dobby said I went to my brother every night and asked him why I existed or something like that. Now, the parts where we really get to see more of Endeavor and his kids in the younger years is in the war arc and the post-war arc, hospital moments, right? And to me, one of the best moments came out of the hospital because we got to see younger Endeavor with a younger Toya, and we got to see how he treated Toya. Now, I'd like to say that when he told Toya to stop, it was out of concern for him that he was going to hurt himself, but I'd say you could put that up for debate, and you could debate whether it's because he was concerned or because he was saying, you can't do this anymore, just stop trying to be a hero. Now, another cool moment that I thought we got out of that was we got to see how Endeavor cared for his kids a bit, even before the redemption arc. You know, pre-redemption arc, essentially, because we got to see how scared and terrified he was when he went to the woods and he saw that Toya had quote-unquote died, because we know he's still alive, but you get to see his face, and you get to see the look on his face and see that he is genuinely scared because he thinks that his son is dead. Now, another moment would be in the war arc, actually, when, you know, we get the reveal that Toya is Dobby, or Dobby is Toya, whichever way you want to say it. And to me, that was an amazing moment, because that moment, that reveal sent chills down my spine, because we all knew that Toya was Dobby, but it was the way that they revealed that Toya was Dobby that got me. Now, one of the biggest things was how Endeavor was just frozen for the longest time. He just couldn't do anything, because in his mind, I imagine he was like, I already thought I killed my son once, because I guess you could say that he blamed himself. We know that Dobby blamed him for his death, but I think we could very, very easily say that Endeavor probably blamed himself as well. So we see him sort of in the state where it's like, I already killed my son once, I can't kill him again. And then even after that, you have in the hospital room where Endeavor is crying and in tears saying that he can't kill his son, which not only probably took some of the readers aback, but took the Todoroki family aback a bit, because they didn't think their father could show that type of emotion, especially for one of them. Because I know it took me aback. And to me, that was one of his greatest moments, was him crying and saying, I can't kill my son, because it shows that he truly does care for his children. And I'm not doubting that, you know, pre-redemption arc, you know, Endeavor didn't care for his kids, but I don't think we would have gotten to see him cry. He probably would have just done like a stoic thing and sit there and be like, I don't know what to do about this, but I'm not going to cry about it. Now, that's just that. That's just the war in the hospital. Then there's the arc that we're in currently, which I guess you could call it the Vigilante arc, because Deku's now a Vigilante. That also had some pretty amazing moments for Endeavor, like people saying, this is your fault, you did this, and him saying, I know, that's why I am here, because I'm trying to fix what I've done. And that's what I love about him. He is trying to fix all the wrongs that he's done, even if nobody will forgive him, because he stated to his family, you don't have to forgive me, because he probably doesn't think that he deserves to be forgiven. But even though he doesn't think he deserves to be forgiven, he still tries to make amends for the things that he's done in the past. Like him and the reporter, where the reporter said to him, like, you did this, and she was blaming the Hero Society in general, and he said, would it make amends if I cried right now in front of you all? And she was taken aback and said, no. He said, exactly. The only thing that I can do is fight. The only thing that I can do is defend. Now, I've kind of just gone over, this is a bunch of things Endeavor's done, and you're probably like, what does this mean? That explains why I love Endeavor and why I love his character. The fact that he seeks redemption, even though he knows that nobody will forgive him, and in his heart he probably doesn't think he deserves to be forgiven, he still fights on to try and get that redemption, to try and probably find peace. A peace that he does not think that he deserves. But anyway, this video is already long enough for our first video, so I think I'm gonna end it here. You know, if you like the video, like and leave a comment down below.